Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. And I apologize for not doing any videos recently. I've been sick, so I apologize for that. But this is going to be a response video to some hater guy, I suppose you could call it. I know I shouldn't give these people the time, but very rarely do I ever respond to them. But this guy went out of his way to make a video, so I thought I would make a video. Same production quality as his. I don't see how he deserves a camera or anything like that, so I'm just doing it like this. But if you haven't seen the video, it is in the description. Go and watch it, and then come back to me, and we will have a little bit of a debate here. All right, now first, I've written out some points that I'd like to get across here. But first of all, he says that I'm such a cockhead. There we go. You've just pretty much lost all credibility. Then he says that he's going to blow the shit out of me. I hope to God I don't have to bend over. Pretty tall. It'd probably hurt after a while. And then this is his argument, and this is word for word, of why quickscoping takes skill. And this seems to be a lot of people's reason or argument on why quickscoping takes skill. It's not because, I've got fast reaction time, I can do this, I can do that. This is the main reason why quickscoping takes skill, ladies and gentlemen, right from the horse's mouth, right from a guy who sounds nervous like he's going on his first date. But here we go. Mate, you're a cockhead. Takes a lot of skill to quickscope. You have no idea what you're talking about. Skill involved is immense, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. He said that twice now. It's not just pushing two buttons and, I'll fucking quickscope this dude. You actually have to line up. Yep, that's his argument right there, folks, of why quickscoping takes skill. Well, I can reference at least a dozen emails that have told me, straight up, from people who do quickscope, that it takes absolutely no skill and is aim assist involved. Now, I have to tend to agree with their point of view because, I've played Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4 came out on release date. So I've played, 3 or 4 years of Call of Duty. Now, that doesn't make me a Call of Duty veteran, by no means. But, I've played enough to know when I'm getting fucking bullshitted. And a sleight of hand pro has a huge, huge impact on it. And I would like to mention this guy who wrote a comment. I'm sorry I haven't got his username. But he said, if quickscoping takes so much skill, then why do you hardly ever get quickscoped on Wasteland? Now, this is such an excellent point that I did not think of. Now, I'm sorry to turn this into a little tirade instead of a true response video, but I'd like to mention this. This is such a great comment. Why? Because it's so true. Like, on Overgrown, on Call of Duty 4, for example, and it is in Modern Warfare 2. I haven't played it on Modern Warfare 2, so I can't really say. But you could be sniped from bridge to bridge really easily if you were, quote-unquote, hard-scoping. But back then, it wasn't called hard-scoping. It was called using the sniper rifle correctly. Now, on Modern Warfare 2, how many times do you get quickscope from a long distance away? Sure, it happens. I'm not saying that, but it's, 1 in 1,000, 1 in 100,000 shots that you'll actually get quickscoped from the one side of Wasteland to the other side of Wasteland. Now, I can tell you from experience, because I've done it, how easy it is to snipe, or hardscope, one side of Wasteland to the other. It's easy. You just line up. But if quickscoping takes so much skill, then wouldn't you be more skillful than I, who can't snipe for shit? And I can tell you this because people I've played with will know, and if anyone's in the comments, please tell them how shitty of a sniper I am, and I can snipe from one side of Wasteland to the other. So surely someone with such immense skill at sniping or quickscoping should be able to hit you across the map. If there was no aim assist involved, which apparently there isn't according to most people, then surely you should be able to get people across the map at a much higher percentage level than it does. Now, a lot of people will probably say, but you can do it all the time because people do it in montages. Oh, good Lord. Please, montages, what are they? They are people glorifying themselves at a video game. It probably takes about 50 games worth of footage to get these clips, and montages give the false sense of hope to people that these people are good at a video game, and this can be done every single time. And that, my friends, is why quickscoping is so prevalent, because people think that you can do it all the time. You can get 360s all the time because some guy did it in a montage. And that, my friend, is where the problem started. Now, let's get back onto the subject here. And then, once he's done promoting quickscoping and once he's done saying how it takes skill, he then says, 2 minutes in, for all those faggots who want to quickscope. So you've just called quickscopers faggots. Can you now see why you have absolutely no credibility in this argument if you've just insulted the people you are trying to defend? Jesus. And then he goes on to say that I shouldn't talk about the Call of Duty forum because I hate it. Now, if I hate something, I'm going to damn well give you an opinion. If I hate something, there is my whole YouTube gimmick. If I can't hate on anything, I might as well just close my YouTube channel now because nobody's going to watch me to sit here and say good things about anything because that's boring. Now, he says that I was obviously interested in quickscope because I was looking at the forums. No, dickhead, somebody sent me a message telling me to go and have a look at the forums because it had been overrun by dickheads. Now, granted, that was what my main video was about, that I wanted to get a point that you don't just go and spam forums. Fair enough, it really didn't end up like that, and for that I do apologize, but I went on a big rant, so I'd just like to make that clear. Then he tells me to shut up and don't talk. Okay, you further cemented my belief that you're a communist if you're trying to take my civil rights away from having an opinion. And then he's saying, well, if you hate it so much, why are you reading out emails about how people do it? Because I generally, as I might have said before, can't fathom how people think that it takes skill. So I said, if you quickscope, please send me a message or an email telling me how you do it so I can see if your method or the method in general takes skill. Now, I got about a dozen emails, most of which were just kids saying, oh, you suck at quickscoping, so shut up. But the people that did actually apply to that request said it takes zero skill or a little bit of skill and a huge percentage of auto aim. Now, since these people do it, since these people can do it, I'm inclined to believe them over people like you whose argument is because I'm a cockhead and can't do it, that means it takes skill. Can you see why you have a credibility issue here? I can. Now, then he says, I can't quickscope, so I shouldn't talk. So that means that the average American or the average Australian or the average British person, you know, let's admit, the average person probably doesn't know that much about how the government or the politics work. Now, there's a lot of people out there that know, granted. But I, for example, and a lot of other people, I'm pretty intelligent on how the politics work. But there are a lot of people that aren't. So these people that aren't shouldn't be allowed to vote. They shouldn't be allowed to have an opinion on how their tax money is spent. They shouldn't have an opinion on how the government works or what the government does because they simply don't know that much about it. That is what you're trying to say. This, again, further proves the point that you're a communist. And another thing, why do people say if you're bad at something or you don't know how something works, that makes you bad, so you shouldn't talk about it? I paid money for this video game. I pay money for my Xbox 360. I paid money for my Xbox Live subscription. This automatically warrants me to have a fucking opinion on something if I don't like it, if I'm bad at it, or if I suck at it. That makes me have an opinion. If it was free, I couldn't give a shit. If I got Modern Warfare 2 for free, Xbox for free, and Xbox Live for free, I don't care because I got it for free. But I'm not paying money to put up with bullshit like this and then make a video about it and have some dickhead say shit like this to me. I'm not going to let that happen. So, if you say that it's because somebody is bad at something or because somebody sucks at something that they should not have an opinion, you need to piss off to some communist country and stay there. You commie piece of shit. Now, the next point he made, that montages show how much skill can be in Call of Duty. This is the pinnacle of ignorance in the gaming world, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen it. We know what it is. People that think montages are very skillful. Now, do you notice in montages, it's never the same game. There's always different clips of other clips, which of course is what a montage is. But just think how many games that this person had that were not montage worthy because he didn't do well, he didn't do bad, he did alright, and he never got any good kills. Now, what has started this quickscoping craze? Montages, because people generally think that if they quickscope, they can get clips like this every single time, when in reality, anyone will tell you with a little bit of intelligence that no, you can't actually do this every time, and you have to get extremely, extremely, extremely lucky. For example, and I hate to admit to watching it, but if you watch the top 10 kills of Modern Warfare 2 of the week, they are all lucky. You cannot tell me that getting 3 kills through an aeroplane takes any amount of skill. Luck that you hit that exact same spot. Luck that there was a person behind another person. Luck that there was a person behind that person. There is no skill involved whatsoever, unless you have missed. Unless you're missing all your fingers, and you manage to drop the controller at the exact time. Then it might take a little bit of skill to know when to drop the controller. Now, he then makes the point that I said that there is no Call of Duty community. Granted, there is a community, but if there is a Call of Duty community, I sure as hell don't want to be a part of it, because it is full of shitty, stupid kids who I don't like. Now, then he says that I hate commentary videos, so why do I mention it? This goes back to my other thought. If I hate something, I'm going to tell you. I don't care, and apparently you hate me, and you hate my video, so I can kind of see a credibility problem, a hypocrisy problem, and a stupidity problem. Now, I'm going to leave it at that, because this has gone on far too long. So go and check out his video if you haven't. I would love to see him do a video response to this. If you are watching this, whoever it is, I can't remember your name, Static Gaming, I think. If you are watching this and you do make a video response, don't bother. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to do another one of these. If, however, you want to go on Skype and let me record you and let me record a debate, then I am welcome to it. You can add me on Skype at KieranMFilms, and I will gladly debate you on there, record it, and put it on my YouTube with your permission. If I have not your permission to do it, I'm not doing it all. I would much rather embarrass you publicly. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'll do more videos soon. I've just been sick the past couple of days. I do apologise. Got to go into town today and pay off Black Ops, my pre-order. I feel much better when I paid it off. I hate going in there the day and handing over money. I just hand them a receipt and they give me it. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out. Au revoir. Oh no, wait, as I would say, because I'm a faggot, au revoir.